If you don't have a Webfile account, view our How to Create a Webfile Account video to learn how to sign up. If you already have an account, let's continue.
Are you an outlet or list filer who needs to file a sales tax return? This video explains how to file using Webfile. Remember, you can pause this video at any time. Let's get started. Enter your user ID and password and select Login. From the eSystems menu, select Webfile, Pay Taxes and Fees. Select the 11-digit taxpayer number link next to the sales and use tax account you previously assigned. If your account is not listed, you will need to add it to your profile. Enter the 11-digit taxpayer number and select Continue to add additional available taxes, fees. Let's get started filing your sales and use tax return. Select the radio button next to File Original Return and select Continue. Now, select the period for which you are filing. If you're filing monthly, you will see the period in your year-month format. For example, the numbers 1410 represents October 2014. If you are set up to file quarterly, you will see the period in year-quarter format. For example, 143 represents the third quarter of 2014. Selecting this period means you are filing for July through September of 2014. If you are set up to file yearly, you will see the period as the year. Select a period and then select Continue. The first part of your return is the credits taken page. Answer the questions about the credits taken on taxable purchases and licensed custom broker exported sales. You must answer both questions before continuing. These questions are for informational purposes only and do not affect the calculation of the return. Select Continue. If you have not donated inventory or used inventory for personal use, answer no to the credits taken on the taxable purchases question and proceed to the exported sales question. If answering yes to this question, enter the amount of tax credit being taken on this return for taxable purchases. Do not include prepayment or overpayments from other report periods. Enter the date for the oldest transaction for this report period for which you paid tax in error. If you are not a licensed customs broker, answer no and continue. If answering yes to this question, enter the amount refunded for this return for items exported outside the United States from all Texas licensed custom broker certificates. Once you have answered questions about credits taken and exported sales, select Continue. Now let's complete the total sales, and taxable purchases section. Enter the amounts in this section in whole dollars only. For example, $100.96 would be entered as 101 or 100. Enter 0 if you have no sales to report. The first field you must complete is total sales. Enter the total amount, not including tax, of all sales, services, leases, and rentals of tangible personal property, including all related charges made during the reporting period. The second field you must complete is taxable sales. Enter the total amount, not including tax, of all taxable services and taxable sales, leases, and rentals of tangible personal property, including all taxable related charges made during the reporting period. The third field you must complete is taxable purchases. Enter the total amount of all taxable purchases. Taxable purchases are taxable items purchased, leased, or rented for personal or business use on which sales or use tax was not paid. This includes purchases from Texas or out-of-state sellers or items taken out of inventory for use, items given away, and items purchased for an exempt use but actually used in a taxable manner. Taxable purchases do not include inventory items being held exclusively for resale. If you're required to submit the form, you will see List Filer under the amount subject to local tax. After you have completed the total sales, and taxable purchases section, select Continue. Now, let's complete the list supplement section of the return. Your Webfile account will list the jurisdiction for which you are required to report. In this example, Houston City and Houston MTA are required to be reported even if no sales were made in those jurisdictions. You can add any jurisdictions that were not automatically added to your profile by selecting Add Jurisdiction. If you know the jurisdiction numbers, enter it and select Continue. If you do not know the jurisdiction number, choose a different search category and select Continue. For city and county, you can enter a partial or full city name or leave this field blank. From your search results, select the jurisdiction for which you would like to report by selecting the box next to the jurisdiction. Select Add. Once you add a jurisdiction to your return, it will appear each time you file a return. You can add as many jurisdictions as you need for your return following the steps described previously. Enter the amount of sales that were made in your jurisdiction. Select Continue when all jurisdictions have been completed. On the Sales Tax Review page, you can review the data you've entered before you submit it. If you need to change your return data, select Edit Credits Taken, Edit Location, or Edit List. When you're done reviewing your data, select Continue. You must select Continue to submit your report. This is only a review page. A return has not been submitted. You will now be prompted to make a payment, or you can file a report with no payment. If you file and pay by the due date, you'll get a timely filing discount. Webfile calculates the timely filing discount for you. Select Continue. You'll see the confirmation page once you have submitted your return and/or payment. You do not need to send a paper return. It's important that you print or save this page for your records. Need additional help? Call us at 1-800-442-3453.